Metropolis, Oregon.
We back.
Hey.
We live. Oh, deep
Oh,
breaths.
what is this?
Deep breaths from Sam there.
I know, I had to sit up. It was a lot of energy.
Hi guys.
Hey, Rocky. How you doing?
Wow.
Welcome to
Plug.
the show.
The Plug Gaming. Put your T's up. For the plug. For the plug. We had a little hiatus. We was out, but now we's back. And we're ready to talk some
more games. Oh man, we already got a good one blasting up on here. Is that Claptrap? I believe it is.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Borderlands 3. Hopefully it works this time.
It works every time.
Didn't you just restart it?
Yeah, but that's because it's loading a level 13 character. It's not working.
Working.
I mean, it is working. But something's not working on the
Looks like you're
cloud.
on Chapter 8, Space Laser Tag. That does sound fun.
The cloud is not working.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Let's see if we can load character.
Okay. No. Yeah, I tried, man. Make a new character. Maybe you'll start at level 50.
No, because I'm already have a new character from the current game. Dutch Master already has characters.
Got a Mara right here. I like those sunglasses.
She doesn't even look like that. That's
They're
what I'm
good
saying.
shades.
Is this not even the character you ever used like
Is
that?
this like a specialty skin? Did you unlock skin? Do you get one for buying the game?
This is
I don't know.
the
Just throwing up all
standard
this
skin
stuff.
here.
Oh, and you have a different one.
Maybe on her clothing.
Okay.
The Lokes is dope.
The
though.
face is different.
It's dope with the Lokes.
We're gonna go to title skin and see. We're gonna see if we can figure out this.
I don't know.
But yeah, we're back. We are super excited for. I am at least.
Tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. we hope.
Yay!
What's happening?
No.
Shadowkeep, mother trucker. And,
man.
Destiny 2 Shadowkeep drops, and
I mean, we've been talking about that for months. This is the ultimate moment in Bungie's history of this game. Well, like, look at it. It's the further away they've gotten from Activision, so far, the better the game has gotten. Just saying. I'm not saying they're the same thing, but just saying they seem to line up.
It was so awesome.
But
that
tomorrow's the official, like, they are on their own.
Claptrap guy.
Yeah, that was like ridiculous mega gun head.
That would be tight if he actually did that.
Right?
They made him a character.
Well, you just
There's a lot of crazy shit in the game, so
Moe's has her own mech.
don't worry about it.
What is it called? Bear? Right?
I'm gonna exit the launcher.
There you go.
And
Get that
we're gonna
desktop.
We're gonna fucking
All the important things. Fortnite, World of Warcraft, World War Z, Borderlands.
Okay,
3.
wait. We're gonna show this on screen though. We're gonna show this on screen. Perfect. This
in
is
Destiny
you know
news.
they I don't know Bungie Activision's kind of just like I don't know if they're happy about it. They may have like lost their cash cow, their recent cash cow, by being the publisher of Bungie's epic game, Destiny. So this is gonna be funny when this loads
a hard
up.
break. I'm excited to be able to log on. Hopefully, I'm live tomorrow. But
The load screen looks like.
I'm still moving right now.
Don't look at my dirt.
Roy Free Sampler moved up to Los Angeles, where all the big shots are. I'm not a big shot, but I can afford it, sort of. We're gonna get, but like we got our internet switched over yesterday.
See,
we'll see if
it just says.
I'm excited to get it.
Straight
Uninstall
up.
is the only option.
Straight up.
That is so funny. Like no play, no update, just fuck you right there.
It says this game is no longer available.
even like the screenshot they got going. What's that mask again?
The one-eyed mask.
That is the one-eyed mask, and that guy's just like, huh? I'm not gonna be OP anymore here.
He's still. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've been running the Titan almost the entire week, and like my KD is like 3 times what it would be as a hunter. like, well, not 3 times, but you know, it's like in the 2s and high 1s, like every match, no matter what.
You're a Titan. And what are you running?
Dude, the one-eyed mask, of course.
No, I mean, which you doing the health void build?
No, I run bottom tree striker.
Okay.
And I just skate the entire map and destroy like 5 people at a time every time, and then run to the other side of the map and then do it again. And like I end up having like 30, 35 kills, 40 kills.
That's why you usually
like every
play
game.
Hunter is to slip around the whole map.
But you can't do that as a
Hunter.
Titan
that does that.
Yeah, you can't do it as a Hunter. Exactly. It's like, what the frick?
See, I used to run what is it, Bottom Tree Void?
Yeah, that's what I play on
Titan.
PvE.
Is that the bubble shield?
No, yeah, that's Bubble Shield. I played the new one where wherever you punch people or blow them up with a grenade, it attaches.
Oh, that detonator thing.
Dude,
yeah,
that is low key.
It is a cool build.
Key,
it's
the best shit.
It's a lot like I like that time damage, I like that stuff.
I haven't played that.
I haven't played that build either. But I've had it explained out to me and I've seen it played. So it's cool. It's just like. You just have a perk where, like, everyone you punch, you throw a detonator on, and then your boys have activated them all. So you can just, like, set traps on a bunch of people that go on.
So
it's good health burns.
And not try to
watch when you uninstall the game?
If you're a Titan, the policy is punch it. Punch it first, ask questions later.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I love that one-eyed mask. Just looks so goofy.
I know. I have it in purple, and it looks even goofier. I love it. There it is. The game just disappears.
Oh.
Like it never, ever was there.
It never existed.
And they're done with it.
Yeah.
This battle edition of Call of Duty's Black Ops, though, actually was pretty interesting. They made it like cell shaded, so it kind of has this Borderlands feel to it.
Okay.
And the guns are slightly different, and then you have this double jump / like, it feels like the jetpack.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a grappler no matter what.
Man, I miss Titanfall. That's all that makes me think.
Exactly. With no machines. That's kind of what it's like.
You know, I haven't had an Xbox in a while right now. My day one edition.
You took a shit? Mine too?
Not the whole system, just the power cable.
No, dog, it's your system.
No,
it's the power brick.
It's the power brick. I looked it up. I looked a lot of research into it, and the thing is that the power brick.
My shit is not working.
Take mine and see if it works.
Okay. Do you have an extra one?
Of course. No, I don't have an extra one, but you can take. I have the newer Xbox.
Okay.
That has the different bricks, so the connectors different.
Interesting.
So you can you have the old brick, right?
Yeah.
With like the weird funky shape thing. Yeah. I have them both. I got them all.
That big old box.
Yeah, it's the 360 gray one that's like with the ribbed for your pleasure fucking power box, right?
Yeah.
With the yellow light on it.
Yeah.
And that light's not changing color when you plug it in?
It's what's funny is
I think it's right under there.
If I leave it unplugged for a bit and then I plug it back in, it'll shine up like it works, and then as soon as I plug it into the Xbox, it dies.
Mine took a shit too.
But you know what? I've had that literally since day one. It's always been used, so
But yeah, so the power brick on there is something's maybe that.
It's lasted definitely long enough.
Or something.
It could be. I do have to try another power brick. Maybe I'll try yours and see that.
Try mine, bro.
But hey, I'll fix it up. I'm getting over to the new place. I'll tell you, my gaming is about to step up a notch because, thanks Spectrum, apparently our apartment is A, already wired for it. B, we just went from like 20 megs to over 300 and it only costs $20 more a month.
Yeah, dude, they're trying to get
insane. We have insanely good internet.
They're trying to get that speeds going crazy.
Yeah, hey, they offer gigabit service, but you got to pay like $200 for them to come out and install it. So we were like, hey, so what happens to be like the highest one you offer in our area in like Koreatown area of LA? And the guy's like, without having to come out and fix anything, they could get us up to over 300 megs per second.
The person who hates you the most is going to go.
Yeah, I
have like,
and it's like. I mean, I don't do cable. They tried to sell us a friggin' phone line. Like, why do you need that anymore?
Yeah, but the thing with like, even with like 300 megabytes, like the thing is, it's not
We still get a good.
What
upload
slows
speed,
your internet
but...
down isn't. It's the frequency that it's on. So like, there's 11 channels that your router can be on at any time, and you have like fucking 20 over 11. The problem is you have over 11 routers in your immediate area
because you have as much stuff.
You have neighbors, exactly. Yeah. So that's why Wi-Fi, and it's like so like the 100 mega, even 100, like you have no device. By your router you have no device that takes 100 megabytes.
A lot of routers, like the routers that come with your service, are only going to give you like, if you're lucky, up to 50.
If you're like
through its wireless,
you'd have
signal.
to have.
You have to. I mean, I hardline in wherever I can.
You go. It goes like 18. So like 5 devices could do the max speed on a download from the internet through a wire onto a USB that's not USB 3. Like 5 devices at 100 megabytes. From like
20 to like over 300.
No, I know. Like I'm just explaining.
I
don't know
the differences of like.
Well, usually people are limited by the area they're in
versus hardwired. Regardless of what you're receiving,
it's bandwidth.
You need to hardwire that.
Yeah, I mean the thing is hardwire everything. Yeah. Because you're already going to have your phones connected, and those are going to steal up a lot without you even thinking about it.
Like, dude, you can have, if someone has wireless cameras or a camera feed or something like that, that is going to be on a channel that is interfering with your Wi-Fi sending out its signal. And those kinds of things, that's where it just
that's why we bought LED wallpaper.
That's what buildings have. That's what like professional buildings have, though. They have films that they put
they
on
have
there.
Metallic things to like. It can mess with your cell phone service while you're inside there, but you're perfect on their network.
And here's the hint. Here's the hint. You want fast Wi-Fi all the time? 5.0 megahertz. There you go. Get your second channel, dual channel Wi-Fi. Get off the 2.4 because that's where everybody else is at.
We have a 5.1 and a 2.4.
Yeah, get a 5.0 and then you're fucking styling and then nobody's even on your shit because they have 3 or 4 times the amount of channels on a 5 gigahertz or megahertz. You get a dual channel Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, a lot of routers come like that now.
You get a dual
ones that are made.
You get a dual,
and so it'll broadcast both networks. Not everything can connect to the 5G network. But anything that can is going to just be significantly faster. Yes.
Well, it's just not going to get. It's just not going to. It's not going to interfere with other things. So you're not going to get those periods where you're like, oh damn, the Wi-Fi is great, and then like this weird time where like it's not. Because what's happening is a random numbers being rolled through 1 through 11. Also being rolled by every other router or anything else on what channel you're going to be on. You can do static channels, but with the same amount of activity,
to plug into.
With the same amount of activity, a random channel is just as bad as a static one. A random one's actually better because in a certain amount of time we'll try to switch, and hopefully we'll find a better method. So that's why sometimes you get shit, sometimes you get good, and some whatever because you're leaving it up to that. On 5G, that becomes like way more channels, and it's almost like the switching is almost like always. So it's like no matter what, nothing is staying in one place long enough for it to be bothered by like another interference because it's all waves. They're just sending fucking waves into the air, and then they've developed devices that capture them. That's a very simplified.
And on that, we wanted to talk to you about free VPNs. No, I'm just kidding.
Our sponsor here.
Click right over here. I think it's here. There's
your
internet
a little thing you can your internet service provider bogging down your data? Watch this commercial for a VPN. No, I'm just.
All right, Rocky, start singing. I thought you had a whole commercial plan. That's what we discussed.
I was going.
Okay, we're trying cloud syncing. It said cloud syncing.
Oh. We're getting back into
I'm trying it.
Anyways,
we're gonna play regardless at this point. But we're gonna play on 13, I guess. We'll just.
Point is, call Spectrum and complain at them, and maybe they'll give you something good.
Spectrum's good these days.
Yeah, well, it's nice that we're in because it's like
Spectrum didn't cut the check, bro.
Well,
they
didn't offer good enough service in where Jake used to live, and since it was his plan and we transferred it over. It was like we were like, hey, so what is available? And they were like all the way up to here. So it's gonna be good. And then I'm gonna be a Destiny master at my 60 frames per second. PlayStation 4. Can't wait. Probably still good. He's gonna lag up immediately anyway. In the meantime, what were you playing on this week? Some Grand Theft Auto?
Am I hallucinating or what?
What were you saying about it? It's like you said it was so lit right now.
It's just people are just in
Grand Theft
Turn the game up.
Yeah, I mean, it's all.
there an
When is it
update?
not lit?
Look, I haven't
know what I
played
mean?
it in a
It's
minute,
just
but fucking
Like people have been doing the
people
role
keep
playing.
it
shit.
installed
Got
just
me
so
on
they
there,
can
dog.
get lit. They're like, all right, it's time to fuck around.
Yeah.
and in that full blog got me on there.
Like you
dog,
leave
yeah.
for a little
Oh
bit
my
and then you can just
goodness.
come back,
Yeah.
and
It was just.
it's like nothing ever happened. Like that's why
Like-
that's how they have the secret recipe. They couldn't do it with Red Dead. Like Red Dead just doesn't have that.
It's a different pacing.
Red Dead doesn't have that.
criminal feel.
No, it doesn't. They're
No,
trying
it
to do it.
definitely
They're
does.
trying to do it. The thing that's like that keeps you around, like the world
Yeah.
aspect. Like there's a lot of individual stuff to do in Red Dead, but Grand Theft like allows you to just kind of get lost to where like, I don't
People
know.
have
It's like
taken
as
Grand
close as
Theft
you can
Auto
get.
to the point where they're living normal, boring lives in Grand Theft
That's
Auto.
what I
to
mean.
mix it
That's
up.
that's what I mean.
They're like, I'm
That's
gonna
what
go
I mean.
drive a car, follow the
Yeah.
rules, go get a haircut, go buy some clothes, get my
Bruh,
new threads out,
That is
go to the
literally how
club.
it was. And then like you pop off on somebody and they're like, oh, and they're just like running from you, and then like from my understanding, like they call up their homies and shit, and everybody like start meeting up, and then like it's like
That's
gang
funny.
shit now, dog. Like I don't know.
Gang shit.
See, like all I keep seeing from Grand Theft Auto is like, because now they have like builder world modes, so you
Dude,
can
I
just
have builder
you
world
can
mode.
yeah. So like people set up giant tracks to see like what the fastest
Uh-huh.
car is. They change all the
Uh-huh.
you can change like all sorts of rules in the game world and like have lower gravity and
It's
shit.
not
You can do all sorts of
hard.
stuff. So
That's not
they
my
really opened up Grand
character.
Theft Auto for a community to
That's
take over.
not
It's just fucking crazy. I'm like,
That's
damn.
not my
Like I was chasing this
character.
one dude down, and then his homie just like sideswipes me, boom, and they like get out and walk up to the car, and they're like talking to each other and shit, looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I start dumping, and then it just was classic Grand Theft Auto shooting, fuck you, you know what I mean?
it's it's like
But it's just
Started
funny.
out. That started out nice.
It's just like they come off like
And just
they've
some
been
motherfucking
just
Grand
living the
Theft Auto
game or some
shoot.
shit. It's weird. Everybody's doing that shit. Like, there's some guy who was just
Funny, though.
dressed like a bunny. Like, I'm trying to get the fucking monkey head with the cigar, man. I gotta rank up so much, man. I don't have the energy for that shit. Like, to hit like level 100, like, get the fuck out.
oh in online Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, these motherfuckers crazy.
Red Dead
some
was like
lifer shit, dog.
Red Dead was that but slower. So like, geez, those people that leveled all the way up, good job, good job. to them.
Bradley
I
level
didn't get
100
that
or
far.
something. That fool's insane.
Shout out, wasted youth.
You're a champ.
Probably he might even be tuning in.
If you are, fuck you, Bradley.
Damn.
You're full of dicks.
I really hope he is right now.
We both.
Anyways, this is just a reminder to Rocky. This is a podcast going down as a podcast as well. So just the personal hate may not come
Tax.
across as well.
Uh-oh.
But it does give the people of kind of your vibe. So that it's good. It's
If
good.
Rocky
It's
says if Rocky says anything more than it's trash or he's trash, then consider it a compliment.
yeah.
If he says anything more than that,
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
yeah.
Okay, so this isn't really working, so we're gonna
We're
play
gonna jump into
from
level
here.
13 and see where we're at.
Let's get some controller
There you
action
go.
here.
There you go. Now, does this one have split screen? I
Oh, it sure
fucking hate
does.
it. Oh, look at that. We don't have to get into it. I'm ready.
Let's see. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it can do.
I have not been able to play Borderlands yet. I had to finish this move, and then I'm excited to get the
Okay.
game. But
Let's go on over here. I heard bad things about the split screen on console,
So
so I
I
want to
heard
see
that
what it looks like
console
on this.
split screen got choppy.
There's a long.
Certain PCs, but people weren't sure
Cable.
what the reason,
I think I took it out.
like what specifically caused it. Just some PCs got really screwed. This is a really short one.
Yeah.
Um,
One's over here.
So yeah, if you're experiencing that, they've been working on it with these hot fixes that have been coming out. But
hot fixes.
Yeah, but I also heard that like apparently like the pro editions of consoles were having some stuff. Did you get that at all? Like I had heard that the pro versions of some consoles were the ones that were actually dealing with the most issues.
That's common. Some for whatever reason, there's like the testing isn't. The testing isn't done on the pros for like stuff that's like not going to come out and be able to be. If it's not the resolution's not native to like 4K or anything in between to 1080, then they don't use the pros for the testing. They just use regular PlayStation. So everything is kind of geared towards that. So when you go on PS4, there's like somebody could have super sampling mode on and could have HDR but not 4K. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of other variables that come in that might be causing the issue.
Other people's experience.
Yeah, and it just might be the issue. So like sometimes it's just
that's interesting.
Good to run it with all that stuff off. But like I don't know, people had issues with God of War, and I didn't have any issues with God of War on my PS4 Pro, and I played on the
and that's the thing that I've noticed is that
one and everything. So
not
I don't know.
Everyone is dealing with these issues that I've been seeing on like anything that's been a complaint with Borderlands so far. I have not seen.
It's really crashy. It crashes all the time on PC.
Okay.
Heads up.
See, I heard it was specific PCs that it was crashing.
No,
It's run fine.
It's just shit. It's shit, and it runs like shit too. To be honest.
Are we playing on the PC right now?
Yeah. We played Gears on the PC too,
and that was.
And you were on Xbox, and you were on Xbox, and he just goes. He just said, like, "Where's the Xbox?" What's this in there? Okay,
you just search it on the Googles now.
Are we controllered up or?
We got that one's on. Is that one on?
Okay, yours is on. Okay, so then that's gonna be the one. So go ahead and go to social.
Ooh.
Or hit Y, I guess. Just hit Y and then go to add here. Let's see what this says. And if that allows to go here, the local.
Ooh, this is how you do it. You're on matchmaking.
Go down up here, back up. Over now, all the way over, yeah.
None of those say a little.
Yeah, what is it? Go back. Go back.
Here.
Connect to LAN. Your current
LAN.
Okay, go back.
Hey, you know what? No, go back to the home thing.
The home thing. Yeah, exactly.
Go back to the main screen.
Go back.
I press Y. I think. No, that just says edit group.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's some way to do it.
We're gonna figure this out. Friend only, invite only, open to public, local only.
Yeah, maybe go to local only. Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is, huh? You gotta play together.
But how do we join in? Press B now.
Hit Y, edit group.
I'm seeing if I can join
that
from that screen. Oh, this is how you play video games. Yeah, it's not letting me try to join in. Am I connected? It says I'm connected.
What's going on? We don't even know how to run this thing.
See what those little things are. Hover over that.
That's just why, though. There's those two options. Let's see.
You're on LAN play. Go to local only. For one.
Yeah, that's one thing you gotta do. It'd be local play only. And
there's got to be a way to add. Can you press something and join in to join the group? Oh, you're reading.
Oh, well, there you go.
What?
Split screen is not available on PC.
All right, we're going in solo.
But we can still play here.
Yeah, you're the one who's the expert on the game right now.
I'm not an expert.
True.
I'm not an expert.
You're above level 13, technically.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on level 0.
Like level
Okay, so
but I played Borderlands
let's see
2
if we can
before.
get an experience going.
And
here.
that's the best thing about this is that what I have been hearing is it's a lot of Borderlands, so it's like Borderlands 2 more, but everything that they revamped is UI type stuff. They fixed a lot of shit that like just was annoying to deal with in other things of the game. I love that you can.
This better not try to
stuff
load
now.
my other character, dude. I'm gonna be fucking.
What if it fucked off your whole character though, dog?
It just takes you back to screen 1.
I'm fucking playing like a maniac tonight.
Gotta get it in.
I already had a serious.
And that, folks, is a Destiny fan.
Can't play Destiny, so gotta play something.
Ooh. So you're on your ship right now?
I'm on my ship.
It is.
You about to battle in some Yu-Gi-Oh cards with that thing? Right?
The Link Rider. The one I saw. It's right there. Behind everything.
Oh, you saw it. Okay. Like, is it Link in a pose, or is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It threw me off because I was like, did I see Link?
And then you got this new perspective on the room. Windowed. Let's see.
Unlimited. Let's cap that at 60.
We'll get that consistency.
Let's keep field view high.
Now, did you set that 144 custom FPS limit?
That's what it is on my thing inside. I'm thinking that this captured everything the one time, and from then on it hasn't worked. Is what
and it just reverts back to that every time now.
Yeah. Don't want to benchmark. Okay. Quality. Let's go to medium. Fuck it, we can play on high.
Borderlands is...
We can play on very high, I think. We can play on ultra. I think with this thing on this level. But
I'm feeling pretty ultra right now.
Ultra light, baby.
We'd have to take this. We have to take this off because it's just gonna.
It's gonna get hot.
It's gonna get hot.
Well, then maybe we'll just go high. You want to get the ultra experience, you'll have to go out and buy the game. Plus, doesn't stream.
Can I get what can I get? What can I get? There's something that I could have got the feedback on this.
So I've been talking. I was talking Flack up a whole lot. I was all hype on him. Everybody plays Flack.
Everybody plays Flack.
So like, I don't want to play Flack, so that I don't want to play Flack when I get in, so that like when you hop in groups, you're playing with different characters. So I'm gonna be probably running Zane, so I can have all those gadgets.
So we're close.
Hey, Flack's not even that tight.
Locking 60.
No, he's super dope.
No, he's alright. I've been running him, and he's just like, it's not as like your little creature runs around with you the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
What do you mean?
I liked it when you just summon one and he like does an epic attack.
Damn, that motion blur is terrible.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
Oh, see, I knew that it was like just it was like an all-around companion.
All right, so yeah, this is Sanctuary.
It's cool that you could change out your companions, and then like they scale up as you progress them.
Everybody says the pets are super fragile.
Oh, really?
That's what they said.
Well, mine haven't been getting dropped or anything. The only one that's like pretty whatever is like the one that's like the bug that you go around killing. So I would assume that he is shitty. But I use the like I don't know what the fuck he is. He got a gun though. Like a dog creature or what.
There's like a dog one, I remember.
Yeah, this one got a pistol. He just like walks up and pulls it out like.
Just ready to go. See, I think I'm gonna be getting into Zane because you can drop your grenade to have a second active ability, and he's got the digital mimic ability, so you can like throw a copy of himself out there, and if you can scale up that copy to do like all sorts of cool shit. Like, you can even get where like he'll start carrying like a copy of your gun instead of a basic gun. You can switch places with him.
Yeah,
Zane's got some freeze mechanics too.
Yeah, that's who Blaz is using, and he seems to be one of the dopest characters on there too. Like
I love Amara.
Is I mean, maybe I just ain't like really. I don't know how to say it without making it sound BTK, so I'm just gonna say it. Like blew him out the way I should have. Pause. But
I like how concerned you are.
I'm not concerned about it. I just have to, let it be known.
Ooh, that was cool.
That was
so,
super.
Go to your skill tree a second.
My skill tree is not impressive at level 13.
I know it's not, but we can take a look.
We can look over.
Which one you look like? What direction are you playing on right now? You got three
I'm playing like a. It's a blend, of course, but it's like elemental shock, like damage, distant type thing.
Because you're playing more range mage. With,
not really range mage, like range in your face, but not melee.
Okay.
Not like melee beast.
Oh, so this bitch ain't on melee? I thought that's what her
Oh,
whole
hell
thing
no.
is.
No.
Hell no. Only if you want melee, you go here.
There's a melee. So one of her trees is melee.
So
based.
this one's really melee based. Well, they all kind of have their melee thing to them, but like, if you just went this one, this is like all.
What's
fucking,
the max? So, like, what's the top tier on this?
This is like weapon damage. This is weapon damage, melee, like some little life regen.
What's that?
Mostly
what's the
just
last?
you get hurt. You get hurt. You
Bonus elemental damage.
You get hurt, you deal more damage. So this one is guns deal
pick up
bonus
her element
elemental
damage.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like that's really what this stuff is really based off. And then like here, you can start changing the elements. So like this is going to be the incendiary, the fire one. So I actually go deep enough in each tree to get
these
all
side
of them.
ones.
Yes, all
that's
of them.
that's
So,
what they mixed up with this one. That's
so
good,
I use
they
this
have these
Deliverance.
side trees.
I use
So
Deliverance.
those are like extra tweaks to your character play.
Well, it's always been like this.
And the old ones didn't have side
not these guys,
side
yeah.
specialty
Well, yeah, so
things,
this is like,
but it like kind of scales up each tree in like a customizable
now you have
direction.
You have three action skill, an element, an
And then
augment,
augments,
and the skill. But that's different for every character. So like for Zane, this will be his.
Zane, you can do
it
both.
Will be, well,
you can give up a grenade to have two skills active.
Yeah, so I could have two of these active. One of these is generally passive for me. So like it's always passive, and then I pop this off or whatever, But he can have two of basically these. Yeah. So like he could possibly do two supers, two different ones, right? But
yeah,
with
and
her,
so like you can run with him. I want to run like being able to do the copies, and then he's also got to throw the barrier out. He has a barrier type
that's
thing,
what a lot of people.
And then he's
run
got a drone.
Yeah, a lot of people run the drone and the fucking
barriers.
The
flip.
The mimic or whatever.
Yeah.
So I run this. This is basically to run solo. Plus, like if people are helping you, you can do it, no problem. And so it does do harm. It goes. Actually, there's no do harm. It's 5 of these. The violent tapestry, and this gives you the rush.
No, rush. Sorry.
So that stacks to 10, and then. Once the stacks go down, like you can see like what the effects chance. So status effect chance is temporarily increased. So I usually have 10 stacks like that. I actually get a thing from this tree, which I focused on at first, and then switched up to merging them both.
You can just pay to respec though whenever you want.
Yeah, you can pay to respec. Yeah, and then also you get class mods, which will just give you the mods will, depending on their quality, will give you skill points without you spending them. So I have a mod on that's giving me 2 skill points to jab cross. I don't even know what it is. It's probably the only one I had at the time. So this is why it's equipped. But basically this is like her slam one. This is a melee one with some life regen.
That one you did before?
This is the first one. So this is more life regen, not like if I get hit I start doing more damage. This is like I murk somebody. Yeah, I murk somebody, I get life back. So I blend this slightly with mostly this, which allows me to keep my distance, and it's actually the projectile. It's a projectile.
Yeah.
So this is Amara sends forward an astral projection of herself dealing damage on everything in its path.
I heard about that one. That looks cool.
I mix this with this, the allure, which when I hit them, it creates a singularity, pulls enemies towards it. It also pulls like barrels and everything else, so it'll just be a fucking clusterfuck of just destruction. Yeah. And then this guy comes in because I can change into corrosive. I'll get corrosive. I have a few of these other ones.
What's that octopus?
I think I have personal space, arms deal, decrease splash damage and takes reduced splash damage because this is a punch down that does splash damage.
Yeah.
But I don't have that because I don't use that one. I have just the things up here enough to get me here. I can't remember what it is.
Now, what's the bottom one of Brawl?
This is the Blitz. So melee overdrive, exactly. So this is really melee focused. This one is where I'm going, which I will be going exactly. So this is a cooldown. So increases Amara's max rush stacks, which we just talked about. That increases more status effects. So the action skill takes a chance while it can be reactivated after I directly have used it. So basically, if I cast it, I may get one instantly right again. So there's just a chance that it will show back up.
No, they kept the siren on point. They changed certain elements.
I also boost that with here, which is which one
I usually never play the siren class too.
And then when they switched her up, where I thought she was all melee. See, now that I see this whole mystic shit, a whole nother game, she's.
I can't remember which one it is that I have that.
Dude, I thought she'd been all over Moe's.
Oh yeah, because then I have this. I have Ascendant. Action skill, augment gains increase, whatever, and then what's the other one that I get? Where are the ones that I boost?
But she becomes in the mech.
I boost it with.
You can you've got two arms. You can make them different types of guns, and then there's another tree that's all about melee with the mech, I believe. And you can. It's funny with her because you spend a lot of time in that.
Oh, right there, yeah. So I max out Restless, and Restless adds 20 or 15 or 20% cooldown rate. So literally, my shit is refreshing like that, and when I hit the last thing, it will have the chance that it instantly shows back up. And like I said, it already creates a clusterfuck of death and whatever. But I'm making a melee. I'm gonna change it up and make a melee one that's focused here, because this is all about damage, taking damage, and dealing damage. And then I'm gonna blend it with the lifesteal of this one. And
hell yeah.
Once I get
I've been all about lifesteal builds and things lately. I love
that way when I take damage, I'm not only going to be fucking increasing damage to kill more, I'll be healing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As soon as you merge something, you'll get all that back.
Exactly.
I back in the day when I was playing League of Legends, I've made Fiddlesticks, he had the yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? That Jack Skeleton looking character, and he had all the crows.
Prometheus.
Oh, he was vicious. He was one of his abilities was a life drain beam that I would early game just only invest in that, and by late game my character couldn't die because I was draining hell.
Yeah, that's basically what
anyone could put out.
That's basically what my build is for. Is end game. That one's an end game. The one I'm building right now, I'm going to build all the way through, and that's my play with people, run by myself, da. But once I get to end game, and it's just all about fucking just looting the craziest bosses and everything, I'm going to be do that.
I've got
there's already parts in there where the game is so fucking crazy, some of these side missions, the proving grounds, the slaughter circle or whatever it's called.
I just did Proving Grounds.
Nice.
You did the proving grounds? You went into it?
Yeah.
That means you beat the game.
Oh, then what the fuck is the one where?
No, you went to the Sistrine of Slaughter or whatever, the one where you do the rounds.
Yeah, that shit was
5
hot.
rounds.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
No.
Dude, I've done it 7 times. It's glitched on the PC where one of the racks. Yeah, I leveled up so hard, but one of the enemies flies away off the map, and then he doesn't return. So you can't kill the last enemy, so you can't finish the final round.
So do you just kill yourself and
When
start
I
over?
was playing,
Yeah, I tried to do the round like 6 times, and it didn't work.
Ant kept doing some stupid shit. So I don't know what was happening, but he just kept saying, "We gotta restart."
Oh man, I haven't even heard about that glitch.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same then. Same thing. Did I teleport? What's going on?
Because I was playing with Ant. That's who I've been playing this shit with. But then they started playing Grand Theft Auto, and I'm not gonna turn that down. You know, Compton Hooligan, add me.
See, since I've had like,
Did you bring Compton Hooligan back for it?
That's what I've been playing. I only play
Nice.
Grand Theft Auto with Compton Hooligan because I'll end up getting banned with OGW. I can already tell.
you're already banned and you're not even playing it. You just
Every time I use Dev Dealer on there, they send me a message like.
So yeah, and then on Borderlands 3, the story is pretty good in my opinion. Some people didn't like
different planets and stuff is cool. The thing I hear that becomes a problem is those twins that are your main villains. Just they're very heavy on the meme culture jokes, and that's all that they are to a degree. That's the complaint I hear.
Yeah, I mean, people aren't into the Calypso twins.
But I mean, here's the thing:
I
you
don't
are
think that's
comparing
the
them to
story.
Handsome Jack, who Handsome Jack is one of the greatest villains. He looked like his personality and the way he talked, like it just fit the story so well. He had such a like wonderfully shitty personality. There's even a gun in this one that you can get that has Handsome Jack's voice, and it's like a gun that the AI is downloaded Handsome Jack, and so it's just him talking to you while you're killing stuff. But yeah, I hear like the game looks great. The different planets having different styles is really cool. Just Sanctuary being a spaceship is a great direction to take Borderlands in. Is the spaceship the whole city?
No, it's a spaceship.
Looks like you were in a city. Kind of like how it was a floating city.
Right now.
Oh, I thought you were on the ship still. Ha! That makes sense. That makes sense. I haven't been gaming too much lately, so I've got one of these little gacha games, those like character builders and let them go auto fight and shit. Because while I've been packing and moving, I can just like hit a button and they run it again. The first character I built up is a life-stealing tank. I'm always about life-steal. Homie does like every turn gain 3% of his health, and then gains 15% in lifesteal attacks. Ooh, I like those cycles.
Yeah, that's like my favorite one too.
Get that headshot. And he parked it right next to you. I like how you took it a second from blowing up, and then...
After doing a grenade at it.
yeah, and now it's like at a sliver of health, and then he hops in. Did it
I
just
gotta
recover
steal it
though?
so I can keep it.
Turn it in.
You
Ah.
just have to take it.
It's like you turn it in once, and then you can print them.
You don't have to turn it in.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, fucking turn them in like some fucking
I think you
do
just
you
need to
turn them in?
hijack it.
You just drop them off at a station or something?
Yeah, I just take the station and drop it off.
No, I think you just need to actually hijack it. Like, you can't just, like, pick it up and drive it. You need to do the actual hijacking of it.
I was imagining like Just Cause for a second, where it's like where you drop it off, and then they can make one or send you one whenever you want. The turbo on
Because
that
to
thing?
get
No!
to get the first car, you have to hijack one. And
Yeah,
drop
that's
it
what you
off.
do.
Okay.
They make you drop it off to that yellow point, and it's like, oh yeah, you can get it. This is the first one that I hijack.
And then they probably had like one line in there. It was like, you don't have to bring it here every time. Just get us one.
She says something like that to you. She says, any car you steal, I'll make it yours, or some shit like that.
You know what I have been playing, just to break to a completely different game for a second? Hoken DX. That game is an awesome fighting game. You've tried it?
But I heard it plays like Tekken, so I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like a Tekken style Pokemon arena fighter like that, and like
You got it.
there's no one of my regular clients I see all the time is a big Nintendo fan, so like we always get a few rounds in when I'm over there. and we play Smash or we'll play Pokken, and it is just such a cool game. Like, you literally do build up your Pokemon levels like as you play them. Every character, there's like, so when you're fighting, you have different phases for like when you're more up close and having like close range fighting, and then when you're having that ranged fighting, and like every character has like different projectiles and counters and all sorts of stuff, and it is just so cool how they create all the different Pokemon moves in this game. A lot of versatility. There's 2 Pikachus. There's a Pikachu and then there's Pikachu Libre. They also, but Pikachu they do add a lot of characters you don't typically expect. The Libre one, yeah. But they are, yeah, they're super quick. You've got 2 different kinds of Mewtwo's, but you've got like Machamp in it. I play a lot of Decidueye and what is that? What is that? What does Snivy become? I don't know. It's a like grass type that does like a lot of blades and stuff. Gardevoir, it's a psychic type. Gengar, you've got Chandelure in it, that like chandelier fire ghost thing, and like seriously, the game is just graphically really pleasing. Everything looks super cool. It's a really good developed game. It doesn't have a ton of characters, and like they had 2 DLCs that each came out with 1 character, which is weird, but I'm telling you, it's a ton of fun. I mean, I'm down to check it out. They said they might get it for me for my birthday, so I was like, that'd be dope. I'll totally play a lot of it if I get it.
Do you play Smash 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Then you guys actually play games together.
Yeah, well, we'll also like, so, you know, I see the client maybe once a week, and so usually when I go over, he's already got the Switch like set up, and hell, if I know they're ordering for me that day, I'll even have my controller with me, so we'll just, you know, get a few rounds. He wins at Pokken DX because that's the game he plays more, and I crush him in Smash, but he wants to get better.
You can probably find that shit for like $10 right now.
No, that's the thing. Pokken DX is still a $60 game.
That's even how all Switch games are.
I mean, like, yeah, you could find it. You can find it if you
try, you can find it.
But like, typically, but for any game store that sells used games, the price value is still over $50 for it. And it's been out for a couple years on Switch, and it was a port to Switch in the first place. But it is a really good game. Like, really, if you're a fighting game fan, if you're a Pokemon fan, it is hype. Well, yeah, if I get it, I'll totally bring it and we'll play some. It's got a good amount of mechanics to it. It's got a lot of uniqueness between the characters. You get to pick in, like, buddy Pokemon to come in and do assists and stuff. Yeah, it's just all around a really fun fighting game. It's a good mix-up. There was one weird thing about it. When you're playing split-screen 2-player, it's like you're looking through player 1's point of view, and the second player is, like, in the background. And so as the second player, I'm like running around over here and I'm in the back of the camera. So that's kind of a weird thing about it, but aside from that, yeah, it's a super dope game.
So they made the arena wider than in Tech.
It's just easier to be broken apart from each other and have some distance between you. Because the game is designed in those phases where there's range phases and like close range phases. Scissor's in it, and I was playing him, and so he's one of the characters that's got sword stance, so you can just be like getting super attack boosts, and like you keep a stock of the swords floating around you while you're like using them. It's cool. Oh, that's that. Is it still Marcus selling you guns?
Yeah.
Good.
You got a ponytail now.
Oh god, that's gross. Marcus, you suck. I love it. I mean, so far everything looks super Borderlands. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying that as a good thing.
I mean, I only know one person who's talking shit about it. But I mean, that's just...
See, that first week of it being out, I saw a lot of shit talk about it, but it was about things like how the game was glitching and shit like that. And then I heard people complaining about the main villains and like that the story's a bit lackluster to what they compare to Borderlands 2.
How much jump was that, dog? You just stunned like that?
No, there's no gravity here.
Look at that. Yeah, I thought you were jumping crazy.
One fucking shotgun just shot from the girl.
That is such a scope. Oh, good. Nothing like some good old exploding weapons.
I don't know if this one explodes. I don't know what the thing is on this one.
Some of them become robots, I know, and will like run off and shoot. And yeah,
they do a lot.
Good. I like that they like figured out ways to expand on that mechanic. Because this is the only game I've played where my gun's empty. Let me throw it so it becomes a grenade.
That shit was fun.
Right? Dude, that looks dope.
I like it.
It switches between an auto mode and a
It's like a knife you stab
yeah.
out of wood.
The guns look great.
I just got some shit that it looks like I guess like a boombox like visual. When you shoot, it's like shooting all these crazy colors and shit, and it's like got the spinning thing on it, and everybody's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I have no idea." That's like the most recent gun I just got, but I'm so fucking low level. I'm only like, I think I might be 13.
So that one just bounces around and shoots until it like eventually explodes.
That might have been what it does. Is it like bounces around, and just launches rounds out?
This fool does not want to die.
I shot his head off.
Cobra Commander got ragdolled like a mother.
That eventually blows up.
Man, have you found any fucking money, like little loopholes or anything yet? Or?
No, I have so much cash, it's not even funny.
But probably not like you do in No Man's Sky.
No, not now.
That was so funny for that episode when we were hanging out and you were just billionaire philanthropist adventurer out in the universe.
I'm searching for how I get the fountain of youth out here.
Oh yeah,
for
I
the
want to
world,
live forever.
not for me, for the world.
You ain't gonna sip from the fountain of youth?
I mean, it's for the world.
I'm part of the world, and I just happen to be first in line. Yes, I will have seconds. Yeah, I would totally give up grenades to have a second action. Insane.
These fucking assholes.
My friend that
Then you tried to get off on you, dog, with that bullshit out. Stab him in the face.
Ah!
My friend that I talk to about this game often is playing Moe's.
Oh,
And he's having like a lot of
Cool
fun
it.
with those turrets.
Nope. Not enough.
close enough, dog. You almost did it.
Blech.
I know. The hardest guy has to come out and finish me before I even get any damage on him. But yeah, I really actually wanted to play my other character because I actually have a gun that doesn't run out of ammo.
In what sense? Like it's just an infinite ammo gun?
It says its ammo capacity is 1, but it's called the negating something, and its clip just goes to 99 and it never runs out, and it's cryogenics. And it has this infinity sign on the side of the gun, and when you shoot it, like if I shot it from here, it just would shoot just like that. But if I go like from here, it starts shooting an infinity sign. naturally. Like, I don't move, and it just goes, and we'll shoot an infinity sign. It never runs out of bullets.
That is a cool gun. And now,
I know,
was that
I really
like
want
a
to show it
random
off.
drop find, or was
Yeah,
that
it was just, it was, I mean, all drops are random.
Do you know what company makes it?
It is a legendary, what company is it?
Hyperion.
It's cryogenic, so it's maybe a Malawan or something like that.
For
It could be a Hyperion.
like there, Malawan. That's where you maybe you got it here. Yeah, for people who haven't played much Borderlands or know about it, when it comes to the guns in Borderlands, they have there's a whole lore to just the companies that make guns.
You literally go through the entirety of it in this game.
That's cool.
That's literally all you're doing.
And so the companies.
You go to every fucking company.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But yeah, these companies, each of them has like certain gun mechanics will be company specific. Like all the guns that when you reload, you throw them and they become a little robot. I believe it's only one of the companies that make
Theodore,
those.
yeah.
Yeah. So things like that, which is just a cool thing about the world of this game.
I can't really turn left on this setup, so I missed that melee.
But here's the real question: if you're gonna get one game, I know what Dutch's answer would be, but if you're gonna get one game, would it be Borderlands
say it might
or
be
Destiny?
this. It might be Borderlands. I mean, Borderlands just strikes out because of the PvP. So, like, at this point in my life, I'm totally fine with Borderlands 3 PvE and then just playing Destiny 2 PvP.
Okay.
And the PvP, honestly, doesn't even get me anymore on Destiny 2. It's just a mess. It's just, the guns are a mess. We're going to get into that.
Destiny is always, it's like, guns are, there's always one gun that's broken when it comes to PvP. And then, because metas exist and subreddits exist, like, that means a week after that gun is starting to get abused, everyone's using that gun.
Fucking asshole.
And then it becomes like internet culture to understand that you shouldn't use that gun because it's too good. And then they come up with another balance because they're like, we're going to fix this gun. And it's just a completely different gun that's broken. That is the Destiny pattern.
Ow, ow.
I generally play these games for the PvE, so like, here's the thing though, you get to try Destiny for free. Start tomorrow. So there's a perk.
Don't get me wrong,
that.
Destiny is my favorite game. I love it. I'm going to play the shit out of it. However, you get Destiny 2 New Light and get the satisfaction that you would want from Destiny from that. And then play Borderlands and get a... I don't want to say, like, they do PvE really well, and they have a great track record of, like, extremely successful games that don't have the same sort of, like, content release or format or layout like Destiny does, where, like, people feel like they paid for weapons and paid for this, paid for that.
Where this game is all just go out in the world and find it.
Yeah, and they've never had that feeling to it. So, it's hard. I'm super addicted to this game. So I'm just going to say it's really good. And it competes with the best games that are out. In its own regard, if you're a Borderlands fan, then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, I don't know anybody that could have just magically have just played Borderlands 3, because the way that the company went about releasing Borderlands 2, the marketing for it,
collection for free,
exactly the marketing for it. So I just don't see how you couldn't have. And like, it speaks for itself. They broke records. They had over 1 million people playing. Then they had 1.5 million, and it like topped out at like 1.8, something like that, all playing within the first week. That many fucking people were playing. That broke records for all the release. Yeah, but there's people that just won't fuck with Borderlands. There's people that just won't fuck with Destiny 2. That's fine.
Has a very specific style about it. But the thing is, they've created their own niche, and they continue to fill that niche out in a great way. This game is exactly what you want for a Borderlands 3. Especially because they're coming out with more. there's gonna be DLC. Like, Borderlands continues to build on their experiences as time goes on. Plus, realistically, any of the issues that I have heard are fixable. They are software and glitches, and it's not about like the core game design that's an issue. It's more this is working sketchy. So,
do you have Breakpoint?
The beta ended yesterday, but I played the shit out of that player, and it is dope. It is so dope.
Yeah.
Ghost Recon was just slept on. Like the first.
A lot of people play it. A lot of people play it, but yeah,
Siege
it was the recent one or two that came out were slept on because they basically released like a better version of it in the Division. I don't know if that's their intention or their Tom Clancy. It's still the Division. Right, so
that genre is very saturated. So like,
I mean, they did a great job on what they did with the Division.
Clancy just does a great job on all his shit. I love Clancy.
The thing is it's too. So it's like Siege, Rainbow Six Siege is your PvP, like solely PvP. There is no other portion of the game.
Yeah,
and it has this like slow-paced, tactical, very like methodical, skillful approach to it. Ghost Recon has that, but for the PvE. Like, it is extremely difficult. You only get shot a couple times, you're dead. Like, you cannot wow out. Okay, and then the Division is like what we're like, oh, here, take these RPG elements, make your guy extremely powerful and wow out.
Some RPGs,
if you take that
some
path.
survival plus the Tom Clancy.
So it has its place, but I think with maybe with the not so successful release of the Division 2 in terms of longevity, because people are just comparing it to Division 1, which they played for years.
Yeah.
And Division 2 they're kind of fizzling out on. This could have maybe some higher sales or something like that, because there's those people that are just like those types of games that want something like that, and you're going to be able to play with friends. It's co-op. It's just like ultra slow pace. Like, it's just the pace is completely different. You got to take. It's like I'm trying to explain. It'd be like the shooting version of it'd be like the shooting version without so many like deaths or different like high level difficulty of like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But like in tactical, like you can't fuck with enemies. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, I'm stunting on you. I mean, I'm sure in some cases you can,
specifically
but like
a shoot 'em up. It can be. You can play it that way.
You're gonna shoot some motherfuckers up, but
it's
like you
more
better
of a-
be behind a tree, duck down, calling your homie out. Like you fucking flank. I'll hit him first. You flank. 3 grenades on the side.
Hey, they put pressure on you.
And they like there's real sniper. Like the people that are targeting.
Gear and your
but it's like way more broad.
I'm just saying.
Take a
the
broad and
mechanic
super broad and
that
Splinter
you
Cell.
you're planning your course of action rather than just getting butt naked and going wild.
Correct.
You can't do that in these games.
Oh, correct.
You die too easy.
You will die. Yeah. It like. I tried to while out a couple times, and it's like literally I just got like it's just like you're like, oh fuck, all right, like this you can't get even like you can't be impatient. You can't be an impatient person trying to play this game. Expect things to just like fucking happen.
You
and
definitely can't just smash through
like it's really cool though. If it for me, it's not the game that like if I'm gonna be like, oh, I can sit down and spend my time playing Destiny or Borderlands or that, I'm gonna choose Borderlands or Destiny because that's the style of game. Higher tempo, faster pace, more going on. Like that's the stuff that I'm into. And they both look beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's just the pace of what's happening, the action, all that type of stuff.
Because you'll take a
and that's a great
if
a single player like that might be great. You can delve in a little bit, but it's a co-op experience. It needs to be played co-op, and you can just pick people up. Like they have home bases just like in the Division, where you go there, people are meeting. It's a common area where everybody's at, and then you team up and you can invite people from that location, and then go out on your mission. So They do it really. It's very interactive in that regard, but it's just I'm not going to see it being totally my cup of tea, especially with Modern Warfare coming. Borderlands 3 is going to be fucking underway, dropping new content in October. Destiny 2, Shadowkeep, like I said,
so
Modern Warfare.
It's I tell
like
my
I
friends
said,
this
Modern
too.
Warfare.
It's becoming a decision of time more than like money or much else. It's like I can only play so many games, so I'm getting pickier about what games I pick.
Shit, you heard what Sony said? They said they just gonna start focusing on blockbuster titles now, and not gonna just be releasing shit no more. They'll want to drop they hit titles, and like you'll still get the games that other companies make, but they're not just gonna be making any games anymore, like any type of whatever game just to give it a shot. It's only gonna be like their blockbuster.
They're taking the safe route.
Well, they're saying it just makes more sense. Like, if they make more money doing it that way, and they can put more time into developing a great game instead of spreading their team out to make a bunch of bullshit
And
games.
I guess you do run into where like smaller games are now just competing with like this shit, mobile games.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we just had Apple with their $5 a month arcade subscription, and I hear that some of the games
because they took
are
a lot of the indie
a lot
games,
deeper than you think.
Yeah, they got the a lot of games that are about to come out on the consoles.
See, so it says when I played is correct.
Enter the Gungeon has another version, another game they came out with that is only available through the Apple Arcade service. That's $5 a month for right now 100 games or something like that. And some of them look like they've got a lot of more than a mobile game worth of content to them, or like, it's not designed to be like trash gaming. All of it. A lot of them are actually like you're getting a good amount of games for your $5 a month.
They at least got like 10 fire titles that I've seen personally.
Well, for $5 a month, that ain't bad.
That's more than worth it. $5, that's more than worth it for those titles. Like, I was gonna pay $60 for one of them, and it's not even coming out for like the next few months.
I've had my opinion changing about it, but because I initially took a nastier tone about it, but when you saw their release event and when they like advertised all this and they showed those trailers just showed you a bunch of cell phone quality games or less. But apparently that's not a good image of for gamers like us, like what they actually have on this system. This platform has way better games. So, all right.
What did this YouTube thing you sent me?
Oh, I was talking to him about it. So we were talking about Scalebound, and like game where you get to have your own customized dragon. That's like this dope dragon you get to play with a lot, right?
I used to play a cell phone game like that.
There is a new game that I sent you the link. It's just like a trailer, but there's a game that's like it's in like alpha mode right now. But it's a survival game where you play as a dragon. So you literally, like, when you start your character, hatch out of an egg. There's your dragon. So certain elements about the dragon are pre-chosen at random when you're born. And then you level the dragon up and you age and you, like, gain your abilities and grow your abilities as you play. But it's like a survival-based dragon game. It looks pretty dope, and it reminded me a lot of Scalebound in the gameplay that I saw. If you were just a dragon, you weren't a character with a dragon.
Ooh. So you want me to watch that video?
We don't have to watch it. It's like a 20-minute kind of boring video, actually.
Okay, we're not watching
We
it.
can
Perfect.
post it if you want to throw it in the description, but like,
No.
that was just the thing I sent to you guys because I was telling Rocky about it, and for Scalebound fans.
Scalebound fans,
motherfucker, why the fuck did they get rid of that game? It doesn't even make sense. Like,
Probably because they didn't have a full game. They just had a demo worth of content.
I feel like Capcom bought it out, like scrap it.
Hey,
There's a new Mega Man coming to mobile.
It's
Mario,
a complete new title, and they announced, Capcom said, and the Blue Bomber will not be going anywhere for at least the next decade. So that's the most promising information we have ever gotten since like Mega Man 4 or some shit like that. Like, they haven't said shit about Mega Man. Nobody thought we'd ever see another Mega Man, and then they made 11. They did the remakes, all of that, and I'm sure that the response from all those sales have them saying, yeah, like, we can't let this motherfucker die.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I'm happy.
I don't think they would let Mega Man die.
They didn't release a game for like so many years, dude. So many years.
It's because
at the same time,
buying all those fucking every time they drop the collector's edition, niggas is buying them, like paying out the cash.
Yeah, but Mega Man's not included on any collector's edition at all. Mega Man's not in collector's editions.
I'm talking about the Mega Man collector's edition.
Oh, yeah, as of recently. That's what I just said. I literally just said that,
arcade release game type thing.
I'm talking about it took so many years for them to even start doing that, dude. The first one of those was released 3 years ago. What happened to 2015 to fucking 98, homie? Like, but literally, they made Mega Man Legends or something like that, or X6 in like 2000, maybe. It was probably before that. Maybe 2001, 2002.
I think
so. There's like a 10-year gap, maybe more, of no Mega Man announcements. People were just like, "What is going on?"
You know what?
But they were probably in a weird place. Look at that time in gaming where, like,
gaming was advancing, and that game wasn't an advanceable game.
The side-scrolling platformer was a dying type of game.
Well, it became an indie.
It made a comeback with thanks to indie gaming. Yeah,
right.
And that's the thing,
because we got Sonic Mania also.
Correct.
When they took it 3D, they just did it too early. I feel like.
But any technology is going to come out too early because people got to figure out how to use it.
Why is Borderlands queued? What? Fuck a Fortnite. Oh man.
Oh, maybe you're getting your character.
I'm verifying the download. Maybe see if we can update. It's free.
And what's called now?
Free, all free on the Epic Store. If you just are on the Epic Store
Arkham Asylum
on PC,
was,
free.
Game of the month for PlayStation last week.
I know, but Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight.
So today's the last day. That's cool.
But,
all free.
But Fortnite is giving you Batman skins now.
No,
oh yeah, Fortnite
$20.
has Batman stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta buy it.
You have some Batman
but they have
stuff.
like a series of Batman stuff.
But look, this game, these are all free games, free,
including a back grappling hook.
I got that for free for my graphics card, free from just being on the Epic Store. Free. I got that for free from my graphics card.
Damn.
And I paid for that.
Hey, Fez.
So all these
Borderlands is on the Epic's fucking
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, literally the developers from Epic Games are the same people that help develop Borderlands.
Yeah,
2K. Randy Pitchford is the man that got the freaking troops together at 2K Sports to make fucking the new Duke Nukem, which is not Epic's game, but 3D ID software from back in the day that ran off of the Unreal Engine, that ran Doom and everything else. And that's what we are fucking using right now to play all of these games. Not all of these ones, but like so many games is the Epic fucking engine.
Yeah.
Remember that's what they use.
When Fortnite came out and all the stuff with PUBG over it?
Yeah, exactly. And Epic, because PUBG uses the Epic engine to create its game, to create the world, the place that houses all the graphics, the buildings, the guns, all that stuff. That engine, that little tiny like digital PC, it's I guess so you could fucking put it as, is their fucking property. And that's where so many of these games, so many of these people pay a premium to Epic for their engine, so then they could start the development of their game. Because
they've already built the world, they've built the mechanics of it, you just need to work in. It's like they made Photoshop.
Well, you just add everything. It's like Maya, I guess you could. The best way to put it, it is a 3D fucking modeling arena where you can insert your models and shape them, control them, put them in anything that you want, as long as you have somebody that can fucking draw that shit. Okay? And then it allows it to be interacted with, the lighting, the cameras, all that extra shit. So You could go do that if you were a developer, or you could just pay the premium to somebody that's already fucking done it and mastered it for fucking. Sorry, so for so many fuckings, but I get excited about this shit because this is when I started gaming, and this is where it's coming through, and it's like literally on top of the fucking world.
It's like look what happened to Steam. Steam used to be on the developing side.
Yeah, and they did the same thing.
Then they became Steam.
This is what they do,
and they didn't have to do
it
anymore.
Epic did the same thing.
Yeah,
and shout out Steam, Shadowkeep, Destiny 2, all of that shit's ready. Just reminded me, I need to go ahead and do that on here as well, and then look, we don't even have Steam, so we just found that out. We gotta download that. But
I'm getting emails that my Steam account's been
Destiny 2 is there on Steam, so it's great.
I get that all the time too, and I don't understand.
But the whole thing is that Epic is so much more. It's actually like kind of the idea of a lot of these other companies, maybe even Bungie included, where they'll go into the developer to the publisher to the developer to the self-made everything in-house to publishing other people's games, and then once you have publishing games, you have your own launcher, and then inside your launcher you can even start taking upon other people's games that aren't necessarily part of you at all.
I get that. I just didn't know Borderlands was.
Oh yeah, Randy Pitchford is made it super clear that it was going on this, and he pissed so many people off, and he just really he actually went on Twitter and was just kind of like, "You guys are crybabies. Shut the fuck up. We're on Steam." And then literally they sold it at like half price. They sold Borderlands at half price like 2 months before it came out. And I missed that sale because I literally brought it up on the show, talked about it, and then I forgot about it personally. I look out for my listeners more than myself.
Oh man.
No, but seriously, like Epic, talk as much shit as you want about Epic or Fortnite, but like they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, seriously, they're making power moves, man. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So, kudos.
Now all we need is their game to work. I'm just kidding.
But the game's working.
Really,
but the cloud.
The cloud is.
It's the cloud.
I was like, you ain't getting your game.
I got my game inside. That's all that matters to me, playa. But yeah, we should wait this out and
good luck.
Talk about some Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Switch it up to what used to be, literally the highlight of our show for like almost a year straight.
Oh man.
And now these guys don't even play.
Excuse me.
So
I fought through a lot, but okay, so you were talking about this with some games. Destiny's one of these games that I can float out and float back pretty easily, which is nice. I'm excited to see all these changes.
Yeah, it's a good time. It was that right now is not, unless you're like these psychopaths that are like, I gotta have this many freaking legendary shards. I have to have this many master core, this or that. Like it's like there's people spending all of their glimmer to buy certain weapons to break those, dismantle those, to get a higher chance at more masterworking materials, which is like, it's just like insane to me that it's like you're not gonna use that stuff. Like if I have enough that just masterworks the like next couple weapons that I like, fine. But here's the deal: we're on a constant power climb to like 950, and then another 50 with our artifact, which is something else we got to get all into.
Oh, geez, artifact.
But you're not masterworking, or I'm not masterworking anything till I'm that high, unless it's going to be a couple things for the raid.
No, because you're going to be changing shit out regularly.
Right, if it's a couple things for the raids, I might want to do the masterwork so I can start getting the benefits of the orbs dropped, those types of things. But I'm not doing a full-fledged, like, all-out fucking masterworking. Like, that's not going to happen because my shit's going to be changing constantly. We're going to have a new set of weapons.
But good thing I
new
already
armor.
got some masterwork stuff.
The one thing I didn't do is I didn't delete everything from the Eververse like I should have gone through more thoroughly.
I thought it was just
but,
gear items, technically, is what you want to
Yeah,
about.
I mean, that's what I mean.
You
or, like, things you don't want or
you've
duplicates.
From the Eververse now.
Anything
so
that's
you can
duplicates.
reprint any of it.
Yeah, but
it just costs materials.
I could have got the Bright Dust. So Bright Dust is gone out of the game world. I guess it's still a currency.
It's still a currency, but it's going to be as it's going to be as minimal as silver is. You know,
it's not
going to be very often.
It's not. No, yeah, there's no source for it. I guess, like, unless you randomly. Okay. There's no source for it, I guess, unless it comes from an Eververse item, which doesn't come on the level up. It comes on. Apparently, there is going to be a level up for the season for, like, the Eververse.
So the
Eververse will have.
The Eververse is going to take a more seasonal, like a Fortnite-esque type of route, maybe.
Yeah, where they're going to start charging motherfuckers for shit to make money.
Yeah, start charging to get all the stuff,
or
you can earn some of it.
I know, but the thing is, you used to be able to buy parts of it through Bright Dust, but you're not going to be getting Bright Dust anymore. So they gave you a chance to stockpile on Bright Dust.
You gotta get shivering dust.
No, there's nothing. There is no currency for you to get in the game for that on that frequent of a level. So it comes through, just not very frequently, and things won't dismantle into it.
Look, I'm here with Destiny, and this is what starts to lose me.
Which one of you is Destiny? Who's Destiny? Is that him?
What?
You're like, I'm here with Destiny.
I'm here with Destiny. Oh, dad jokes. Man. I know. So, like, where I'm at with it now is I'm excited to play for free first, as someone who already owns all of the content of Destiny up till now. It's going free to play on a lot of that. I can experience the free to play to start my level up, to see, but what it comes down to is how much can I get into the build of my character. The reason I want to grind out playing something over is to get the right armor that's got the right rolls to do this. Yes, that all existed in Destiny up until this point, but it had very minimal impact, really, on your overall gameplay and experience. So it sort of became moot to a degree. It like, you just, guns you were going for rolls on, but armor meant nothing. I'm excited for all of that to count, and if that system is like that in depth that I feel like I'm always working on my character, that's what's going to keep me around.
Honestly, I think I just need to hop on and have a really good game with some other homies, and it'll bring me back.
It'll be real easy starting tomorrow because everything's 750. All the shit you already got is 750. All of your gear is brought up to 750.
Shit you're wearing will just be 750.
Everything you have in your storage will go to 750. Everything you're wearing will go to 750. Every character, if you make an all new character, if you download Destiny: A New Light, guess what?
So is everybody
you start
gonna be 750
at 750. That's what it is.
Oh,
and then right now, so they brought everyone up to the same level, and now you can build yourself up to
since it's like that,
1,000.
I think I'll just start playing.
Exactly. It's going to be real easy. It's real easy to get back into it. And the thing is that any gear you used, so like I have tons of gear that I was like, man, I'd love to use that again, but that's only at 500 light, and I need something at 7.
620
so
something. That's the shit I'm mad about. Oh no, 630 something.
So like but think about the gear that's still at 400 that you'd love to use still, but then you got to invest in, gearing that up and consuming other items to like, so you don't have to worry about none of that. All your stuff is at level already.
The shit that I'm kind of mad at, I wish that you could change your gear's look. Like, I want to wear my faction gear, but then, I can't use any of my exotic gear or anything. That shit pisses me off.
So there's like the whole transmog thing that's happening, but that's more on Eververse gear. And I don't think that impacts exotics, but like,
But you know how wild it was to get that shit, dog, and now I got it, and it's like, nah.
And now it's useless. That, you know what? You know what you just described is the fucking solstice gear. It's like, I got the dopest gear you guys have come out with in a while.
Bro, they just got rid of
and
factions.
then I just earned it, and tomorrow that gear is literally useless.
Yeah.
Factions, dog?
Real talk. Bungie. What's up, dog?
What the fuck is up, dog?
Dead orbit for life.
Like, for
Dead
real,
orbit,
what's
yeah.
the deal?
For the fucking depressed fucking space guys that just
That shit made me
sacrificed
stop playing,
everything.
dog.
We sacrificed the quality of life for
Space
dead
mode.
orbit.
Space emos.
I
We
deleted
sacrificed
fucking
our life.
characters, dog. Deleted whole characters to just make sure
Multiple.
I can get a second run.
Multiple
So while I can
characters.
get them chippers from y'all. Y'all
Multiple
playing
characters. Multiple characters.
Man,
Like,
for real,
we had homies quit the game because they got rid of factions.
Man, I'm one of them, dog. Like, what's the deal?
What is the deal with that?
Really? What's the deal for really?
Bring back the factions.
I
man.
know.
That
Bungie,
shit was
Talk
weird.
about it.
you heard it here.
Talk about it.
Tell us, get that off your chest.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. That shit was like, it almost killed me.
Yeah, that's when Rocky almost died.
That was when Rocky wasn't Rocky anymore. He was just a guardian.
Yeah, he was literally a guardian.
Like, his body in the real world was possessed by the Bungie one. that he
Dude,
created.
whoa. Have you guys seen Black Mirror Striking Vipers?
Oh, jeez, no, I have not.
Yo!
I saw that movie, gamer.
Yo, dog.
I'm guessing you saw it?
Yo!
Hey, what the fuck?
Whoa!
Hey, why? Why would you bring that up?
Whoa! Because I watched it last night.
Oh, that was your first time seeing it?
Well, when you type in Black Mirror and it just gives you like the preview of it, it just says Striking Vipers, so I watched it. And that was the one, dude.
That was the wildest shit out there, dog.
It's about gaming. It's about,
Is that the one where like the
it's
two
about
friends start like
gaming.
getting real weird with each other because they're game characters?
real
or, like-
weird? You mean they have sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
They
Yeah,
fuck
Yeah.
in the game, and it's like the extra crazy VR where they're like, the first time they meet, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna fight." They're like, he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Does it hurt?" And he goes, The VR simulates everything that happens in the game in real life.
Yeah,
And then he punches him, and he's like, "Oh, so yes." So they start fighting, and they're fighting, and then at the end of that fight, next thing you know, they're trying to bone, and it's a girl and a guy in the VR, but in real life, it's two dudes.
And then they
And then they
start
they feel that it's weird, so they stop, and then they fucking fight again, but they just, instead of even fighting at all, they just straight bone right off the bat.
in the game or in real life?
In the game.
Yeah.
No, they don't bone in real life.
They bone in the game.
They bone in the game, and then other dude catches feelings, acts weird in real life, like real stalker-ish, and then he kind of like settles it, but then they like meet up in real life to see if they're gay or not, like really gay,
Yeah.
and then they realize like, man, they're not really gay.
It's just a video game.
It's just a video game. In the
They just
video
like
game,
to
they're
fuck
gay.
each other
In
in
the
the
game,
game.
yeah, because they're just trying to escape the reality. Is the truth
Did
of
they
it.
have to fuck
And
to
then-
find that out? Because that
no.
sucks.
And then, well, the one dude,
Yeah, they did
one dude, like lightweight, wants to bone after
Yeah.
because he's willing to do whatever to keep the in-game version of the relationship
Cracking, yeah.
going. So he's like trying to discover whatever it is that will make the other guy more comfortable. But he has a wife, kids, a kid on the way, and he's like, it's not fair, it's cheating, da da da. And he's like, it's not cheating, it's only in the game.
It's a video game.
So he's
right?
like cool. He's like trying to make the real life thing as special to the other guy as the in-game thing is to him. So then he'll willing to participate.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So yeah, exactly. It's so you got to watch it if you haven't seen it. Watch
if
it.
you're gonna get into
Watch
VR, Bone
Yeah,
Strangers.
dude. They put a little. They put a little dot. They put a little dot on the side of their head, and then they're just
And
like.
then they go like this, they're like,
Oh, man.
That's what he made you. Yeah. Rocky just did a crazy. Oh my god.
Like,
Oh my god. This fool's eyes were really just open and in the back of his head. Jesus, Rocky, don't ever do that again. Oh
Yo,
my god.
those look at the wildest shit though, dog.
Okay, am I like signed in as the wrong person?
Check your text message, dog. This is what made it so wild. I said to you too.
Yeah, that is it. That's it.
No, you said
Carl is online, and then it just says Carl's on. Like that's the image of the thing.
Okay.
It says Carl's online. Carl has invited you. And so the first time it happens, like they're friends. They played this game when they were kids, and are young, not kids, but young. And now they're older, and he's like, "Oh, I got you the new VR version of it." So right when he gets home and he's like chilling, he's like just chilling, and he's like, oh, "Okay, whatever." And he's not even thinking about playing the game. And it says Carl is online, and then it goes, "Carl invites you to play Striking Vipers." And then he's like, "Okay, for sure." And he's like all psyched about it, but then like they know it got weird.
They are not striking
and then next
anymore.
one, and then the next day. That's when it shows up. It says Carl's online, and he's like, he's like, not gonna play.
And
but
now
then
it's
he
like
fucking plays.
Carl's online, and he's like,
and then they
remove
fucking
friend.
bone. Nope, never removed the friend. Didn't do that.
That's well. If you want to
that.
question reality,
Striking Vipers, bro.
Yeah,
It's real.
Like, dog, like, also 1,000 shit, when he kissed that fool, he should have been like, yo, come to the crib, bro, I gotta talk to you. And whooped his ass. I don't give a fuck if it's a video game or not.
He kind of liked it,
wild.
though.
Like, I would have been like, this motherfucker is tripping and need his ass whooped. And he's like, no, you know, it's just a video game. No, man, nah. You doing weird shit, bro. He was just wild, man. I don't give a fuck. He was the wildest character out there.
that VR though reminds me of Quest World, the Johnny Quest cartoons.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
They just
Hey,
put that
you
little
remember that
beam
shit,
on, and they'd be like, mew, and they'd be in that weird 3D graphics world.
Hey, that was a dope show, though. It was
Hey.
slept on.
That was a great show. But also Venture Brothers.
Yeah, the Venture Brothers took it to the next level, and then they got one.
What's the guy's name in that? The one who always protects the kids.
See, that's what it's supposed to do, but it's not
Rock
doing
Johnson.
that.
He is the best. He like shows up in other shows too.
Rock Johnson is a legend, dog.
Yeah.
You give him that blade, it's over.
Blade me, dog. Trying to fade me, dog. But yeah, Shadow Cape coming tomorrow. 10 a.m. I guess. I'm assuming that's when everything goes. Usually drops.
Yep, it's when
Tuesdays.
you can start the update probably, but the game
everything's-
might not be live.
Nah, it's lit.
They've
It's
had
lit.
they've
It's lit.
had updates where it
It's
stays
lit.
down the servers for a while, but you can install
Yeah, it's
it.
staying down for one entire day today, and I already installed it
All
on
right.
Steam.
All right. Is the update already live for PlayStation? You think?
Fuck.
I got my
Cons-
300 megs.
That
down,
sounds like
kind
console,
of
console
internet.
problems,
I
man.
know.
That sounds like console problems. But Code Vein came out.
Is that any
The
good?
super anime, fucking wild out version of Dark Souls.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It
It's
just
supposed to be
looked
insane.
wild. I was like, what is this
It's
shit?
supposed to be insane.
Okay. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I
It's a
just don't
Steam
like
game,
the
though?
mask that they all got. They all got the shitty
I
masks.
need to get Steam downloaded, and what's keeping me from doing that?
Because your Steam, somebody's hacking your Steam right now.
See, they're hacking everybody's
As
team.
soon as you log in.
My Steam's been hacked for fucking years, bro.
It's so stupid, right? What the fuck is that? Every time I get text messages, your Steam's being
Dude,
hacked.
I've been getting those emails like
That's because
regularly.
it is.
Like, what are they hacking? I don't have anything.
Exactly.
on Steam.
That's the
Like,
thing. That's
get
why
out
it's
of
probably
here.
getting hacked. They like accounts that get hacked the most of anything are the ones that are least active.
Yeah,
Like that's just
and my Steam
that's
account
just-
has not been active.
That's
I
just
haven't
how it
touched since,
is, though.
You don't got it. I won't lie. I just got a free Sonic game, so I downloaded it on my Steam account.
Yeah, I got Strider for free, and I had to download it on my Steam account.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was my
I got
first-
started on PS4.
That was my first Steam game on
My
PC.
first Steam game was
Strider.
Portal. First one.
Right. I played Portal on Xbox.
I played it on X. It was my second time playing Portal. But it was the first game I got on Steam.
I think this goes to.
I mean,
D.
Left 4 Dead.
This goes to D. Base available through the that's
Wasn't Steam like a developer for Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, Steam developed Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, that's
Valve.
what I thought.
It's
Okay.
Valve.
Valve. That's what I was forgetting.
So Valve is the game developer, and Steam is something they developed during Half-Life or something that had to do with it, but then took on its grandest version as the store / heavy discount market / publishers, free to play publishing, indie publishing,
they were the
whatever
game launcher.
for PC. Exactly.
What was that last game that they put out? Was it like
Earthfall? You talking about?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, Earthfall, super dope. We have it. I play it on PC.
We should play that shit again.
I'll run it with you, no problem. I play it on PC.
It was real cool. It was what you loved about Left 4 Dead. So certain elements about it felt kind of dated, but it's a great niche genre anyway. That was survival thing.
It was hard. It was difficult.
Yeah, they made it way more intense than Left 4 Dead, and because of that, it made the game way more jumpy. Oh shit! You were literally running to get to shit because you needed it.
Yeah.
When you could have just picked up anything and just been swinging it all crazy in Left 4 Dead and been like, all right, cool.
Well, yeah.
Game over. I won.
Yeah. So what I think I liked the most about that game is that it had us in these moments where you're everybody's dead and only you are alive, and you can clutch it, but it was everyone got that moment, everyone got that time where it was just damn, it's on you, dude, it's on you, and
go get the flamethrower,
and it's it's you either fail for everybody or you succeed for everybody, and those are those moments that make those types of games. Those are those moments it creates a different type of feel for the game where you're dude, it makes it way more interesting and more fun, constantly, where that's an added thing into the gunplay, the puzzling, the solving, the surviving.
That second section where you're
it's this hype, it's
you're
this constant hype
doing
man.
The entire level from one gas station, but you're trying to get that truck working, so you're you gotta push it over here.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah,
that was the dopest level to me personally.
Yeah,
that shit was
cool.
wild.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job with that.
I mean, I wasn't complaining about it. I'm just saying, some of the elements about it.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
because it felt very.
Because it felt like Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead is a game that I would play an older game to play Left 4 Dead.
Right.
So they just kept doing what they did right.
Yeah.
What else could you do?
And then
what else could you do?
Wasn't it you had pistols that were unlimited ammo, but then all the other guns had ammo or something like that?
No, you ran out of ammo with everything.
Your pistols had ammo. You had to survive in that one.
That shit was crucial, dog.
Oh man, then there was that house we would go in, and then those alarms would go off, and then suddenly they'd be swarming everywhere. Yeah. I don't remember this game.
And then you fucking play with the melee weapons that just shatter in your head. That's crucial.
Dang, they got me on Steam, putting in a special secret password.
I was like, that secret password ain't on the stream, is it? No, it's not. That's good.
No.
That's good.
They know what we're doing here, sort of.
Fuck all that.
So are you saying your password is temporary? Get in there.
It'd be pity.
Hey, there's reasons to go play Pokemon Go again. All those Gen 5 characters.
Damn, this guy's been he's been keeping this game alive on this show for the last 2 years.
Because guess what? It's still a fun game.
I had got over it a couple of years ago.
I've been taking a break of it to play this fucking gacha game I've been hooked on for a little bit.
Yep, Destiny 2 right there. It's already preloaded, baby.
Nice.
When is it going to be available to people?
Baby. Tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Think so?
Well, dude, if they fucking
it's their schedule.
If they come through with a
so.
creepy, freaky midnight releasey
Be
tonight, your boys gonna be very excited.
I need internet.
But I don't think that they do that. I think they're gonna do it at 10 a.m. here, or
How big is the
Pacific
update?
Standard Time.
Do we know any of that info?
I mean, it's technically not an update.
But at the same time, it's gonna add
what if
another
it's just
40
a
gigs to your
fucking
PlayStation
game
or something.
release, dog? Like,
I don't know what that is. If you don't download Shadowkeep, then I guess it's not adding anything.
It won't let you play, even if you don't buy Shadowkeep. Though it's gonna install the whole package, and it won't let you play until you use the updated version of it.
Sure.
Because it still pre-installs that content, isn't it?
But you're not getting any content. That's my point.
Even though you're not buying you're not buying the license to go play Shadowkeep, but it's still going to install all of Shadowkeep.
Is it going to give any new planets?
I don't know. I think it's just a DLC. So you have to download that portion of it. So I'm not really sure how they're doing that. They treat it as two different downloads on Steam. So I don't know, but I already have it downloaded.
I don't even have internet yet. But I think I do. I just haven't had any time to actually try.
This guy's been talking about how he has 300 megabytes per second, and then it's not even hooked up.
Yeah, it's we don't have a router plugged in yet. Oh, we haven't moved.
So you ain't got no interwebs, is what you mean?
I said I gotta get it
So
on.
what do you guys do? Talk?
No, I've barely been in that apartment, except to dump stuff
What do you guys talk about?
in there. Like, where? I don't know. Stupid bullshit. And then we play a bunch of Smash Brothers. That don't need no internet.
That don't need the interweb.
Pause.
Come on.
Oh, please, said it. Oh.
Rocky's the worst. But yeah, I'm super stoked for it. We got Armor 2.0. They already released a bunch of different
They've shared a lot of details about what they are doing.
Yeah, we should pull some
all
of
the
that
balancing.
Stuff up. But yeah, a lot of balancing. Maybe it's not
some
the
people are
greatest
nervous
balancing.
because some characters are getting wiped out. I know, like, my Well of Radiance build is getting nerfed a bit. Lunafaction boots are getting nerfed.
I mean, rightfully so, though.
You're right.
Like, they're dumb. They're dumb game breaking
They
in like the raid
because they're so game breaking.
In the raid where it's like you're not even playing the raid how it's supposed to because it's like so easy to just cheese. But yeah, so balancing. That's how we already know the balancing is happening. There's some things are getting buffed, some things are getting taken away as far as characters. The big thing is exotics are being buffed. We're going to see this transition where I have it up here on the screen already, where fucking whatever this website, Games Radar, is talking about how they're taking away pinnacle weapons.
Oh yeah,
so they're just getting they're kind of being renamed is what I really am chopping it up to. And they are
now we're releasing
and they're nerfing Mountaintop. They're nerfing Recluse. They already nerfed Luna's Howl. They're nerfed Not Forgotten. They're doing this on purpose.
So they made all these guns that are like, this is going to be a great gun, but it's really hard to get.
Well, they made a mistake.
And then
they realized they made a mistake. Now, these games are not only are they super powerful, they are cheesy. And they're cheesy in the regards of the PvE. These are now the best PvE weapons. And that's not how it was intended. They were meant to be the best PvP weapons. And since they can't get the balancing proper in the sandbox for both sides, they are nerfing, and that's always been the answer. So we're not surprised by that. We're not surprised by that.
You just explained the Destiny loop.
Oh,
we caught it. You just expressed the Destiny like kind of fall that they always have. Is they're like they start to ruin some things in the name of balancing others.
Yeah.
And it's
and no, people just aren't using any other weapons, so it's just what's happening. Even the curated roles are not even that great, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, I just got this sweet curated Horror's Least, but I'm not going to use it because I got a fucking dope SMG that has the range of a fucking pulse rifle and has this sweet perk on it that if I get damage with the other weapon, when I pull out this weapon, it just fucking instantly claps people.
You can definitely choose a lot of that.
So it's just, they're just dominating the player base, and they're dominating the field in general to where there's no variety. And that's where you had talked about the meta and the Reddit and all this other stuff that kind of perpetuates that thought process.
There's a change. When everyone changes, there's no... you get stuck in everyone still just playing the same thing. In a game that claims to
and it makes it even harder for you to be on the other side, not only spiritually, like as in with like how you mesh with the culture of that, like Reddit, but it makes you harder to be on the other side in the actual game because their weapons that they're using are so cheesy, and not just one of them has it, multiple of the guys have it. You're just going up against garbage loadout. I don't mean it garbage is in quality. I mean
but it's like take the colony. That was a PvP breaker. Then all of a sudden, it's like, but then it literally evolved from being the gun that everyone's using to the gun that no one is using, and you're a dick if you use it. So it's like...
But Wardcliff Coil is widely accepted. And it has an insane track. Exactly.
Like, there's just so many game-breaking elements to it.
There's too many, right.
Like, the way Smash found balance across 70-something characters is every character has some degree of game-breaking elements. It's like, if every character has a way to cheat the system in their favor...
I'm cheating right now.
Then it's more balanced, because then you're just learning what that character's gimmick is and trying to avoid those gimmicks. Banjo's been doing great in terms of tier rankings, though.
Downloading
he's like he's in the same spot as Yoshi. He's like low rating for high tier characters, so they're all very competitively viable, but not like that S tier. If you figure out this character, you're gonna be instantly at the top. Pikachu, for every Smash game ever, has always been one of those S tier characters or close to it.
It's because he's a
pre-order pack.
Yeah, because he's got those like static shock electric bolts that just. You can constantly spam, and then he's got all the speed and that quick attack.
Let's see what we get.
That up throw thunder combo where you spike them back down into you.
Looking like an Ewok.
An Ewok, a spaceman, and a...
I know, the Titan looks dope. I'm running Titan and Hunter, baby.
Setup.
Titan and Hunter, Warlock.
I'm a Warlock.
They got rid of the Nova Bomb is just not even cool anymore. So, I can't fuck with it.
They all jump to that arc beam.
I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it.
Powers.
Anyways, this is what we got lined up, ladies and gentlemen. Dutch Master went ahead and already purchased this.
Digital Deluxe.
And I said, can you show me the package details? You didn't show me the fucking details, bro.
That's what it comes with. Those three things.
Bruh. Show me the details right now. There it is. So, we get pre-order pack. Pre-order to receive the two-tailed fox,
that's it.
exotic rocket launcher, and the exclusive Chasing Kitsune Hive-themed ornament. Available when Destiny 2 Shadowkeep releases.
Now, what if you already
tomorrow
had a two-tailed fox?
Well, then I get the dope ornament, bruh. Anyways, that's not why I got it.
I know.
But you do get it.
One of the things
you get with it. The Shadowkeep. Cool. Watch. New destination, the moon. Moon's haunted. # Moon's haunted. New story missions and challenging quests. New dungeon. New exotic gear. New raid. Season pass for Season of the Undying. So that's $35.
This next season.
You just get one season. But it gets you in on Shadowkeep. Who knows what the seasons are going to cost?
Wait, did you buy?
I bought this.
So you're buying,
right
but you are buying Destiny
to
Shadowkeep, and you're buying the season.
Is that in the pre-order right here?
Yeah, I bought the season as well.
Okay.
So this is what I got. The digital deluxe items included 4 season passes. Boom. Each offering a unique set of exclusive seasonal activities and rewards. Exclusive Ares Morn themed items. Yeah, for the whole year. It's for the whole year. It's basically a year service. So, the Hearing Whispers exotic emote. Ares Morn exotic ghost shell. Bitch, please. Look at this motherfucker.
That does look dope.
That's my shit already. Day one. I'm going to have that. That was $60. This is just for pre-ordering when you pay for this, because no, it's not. This comes with it for $60. So that's the price for the game for $35 and an additional $25 for the entire season. That's a deal.
Yeah.
The way I'm looking at it, I'm going to play this game regardless.
Shadowkeep was $35, and then the
whole thing's $60 if you want the whole season.
So $60 for an entire
for 1 year of
Destiny.
a whole game, exactly.
Well, that's already half price to what it was the previous 2 years.
Exactly. So this seems, if this works, if it's $60 a year,
that's
maxed out, $60.
Yeah,
dude, I'm fucking on board with that, because what is that, a monthly service fee? It's fucking $5. Like, if you put that in a monthly service, it's $5 basically, which may be something they might even be interested in doing. You know, you can pay $5 at a time to get in on a monthly whatever. I don't know. That's probably not very profitable or marketable, but I don't do either one of those. I play video games. I talk about video games. But I'm thinking they did something nice here, right? I got 1 game's worth, which includes $60, which includes, essentially the way I'm looking at it, it includes the season pass.
Yes.
It gives you the game and the season pass for $60. We're used to paying $90 for that, right?
More.
Maybe more.
Paying $100.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying.
Pass.
I'm just saying other games too.
Okay.
Like $90 was Borderlands, the game plus season pass, which generally lasts about a year, which is only going to be 2 DLCs. This gives you 4 seasons, right?
No, that's a great price value that you pointed out there.
I think that's really good. I think they did that. This throws in.
They did that.
This comes with it. This comes with it.
For buying because you bought it all.
Just for buying the digital deluxe. You know what I mean?
By the way, did we mention the Eris Morn show?
Comes with it.
They doing it right. This.
Just that orb is enough to get me. I can't even.
The ghost shell.
Dutch
My ghost shell is just
gonna
be
for
flaming
a whole year. He's just
green.
gonna look at his character's hand.
Fucking Eris Morn, like, dude, Moon's Haunted. I'm back. This is like D1 vibes for me. Eris Morn was fucking dope. She actually, her entrance into the game marked like a huge, not for me, but for a lot of people. I like Destiny 1 from the fucking get-go. A lot of people had these issues with it, but these are all like the super hardcore guys that were like no-lifing it. And I was just like super casual when I started. And I loved it the whole time. And as I got more fucking, like once I got to Crota, I was like freaking. I was just fucking.
Eris is one
nobody
of
talked to
sisters.
Me. Yeah, the story behind her. Eris is not one of the sisters. She's a maiden or something like that to one of the sisters, and then got out, like, casted out for some reason. I don't know. It's like Greek mythology at this point for this game. You know what I mean? This game's like Greek mythology for me. I got glimpses of every single little person, but none of them fucking add up when I tell you the story. All of them are mixed. It's like if you talk to me about South Park, I'm pretty much mixing the first season episode with every other episode in every other fucking season, and there's no chronological order. Because I've just seen them all, and it's over like a series of like 5 years. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of everywhere. I know enough. You know, we could talk about it. But if you want it like exact and chronological, you're just don't even listen to me.
No, I watch. There's good YouTube videos where they talk into like all the stories using every piece of lore you can get to piece it all together.
Yeah. So that's what you need, that type of stuff. Borderlands, you need that. This game, you need that. South Park. You need that.
But to have that kind of depth, that's what matters. That's why we would buy a third year of your video game.
Yeah, you too. I would have bought it no matter what. I would have bought 3 years in a row.
Right off the bat?
Yeah, the possibility, yeah. I mean, I like Destiny. I like that regardless of its shortcomings, regardless of how many people say,
I know the time I put
I'll delete this game if you fucking don't make a patch.
I know I haven't deleted. I know how wild.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not into
Internet's
that.
an echo chamber for complaints.
I'm not into complaining on the internet. And if the game's not fun, I will do what I did. I will play something else until I go back to it and it's fun again. Because it has literally the type of shit that I love about video games. So it's never not fun to me. It's just I get burnt out. You get burnt out on games. You get burnt out. And then little
But
things
Destiny is
little
easy
things
to
become more
reapproach.
annoying. And then you go away from it a little bit, and then you play it,
Oh,
and you're
man.
like, oh yeah, I
You were
remember why I
talking
fucking
about
love
pace,
this.
and you just hit the nail on the head with my experience with Red Dead Redemption, of like coming back to the game because I didn't finish the entire story, and then I took a break from it for other stuff for like a month or two, and then I went back to finish Red Dead, and to readjust to the pace of Red Dead and try and be into it at that slow pace, but also to like ride a fucking horse from this town to the next and you gotta go through. It's like, it made it hard to get back into the game. Destiny is like, the biggest problem with like wanting to float back into Destiny is there's too much to do, which isn't a problem. It's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm excited
Destiny
to get back
can
into
be,
it.
yeah.
I'm excited
So-
I have a reason to go get back
So
into
like
it.
yeah,
and
if you would have got into Destiny 3 weeks ago, you'd be like, oh my god, what am I even gonna do? What is there to do? Whatever. Now there's gonna be a new redirection, all that stuff starting over. Everybody else is starting over. You're starting out at 750 light, which is the max right now. So everybody's at square one tomorrow starting tomorrow. Yeah, essentially you could go to level 0. They're just glorifying that number, right? Is to make everybody feel great. Bungie does that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we increased the light level by 50 this season. And it's like, yeah, so everything scales with you. So when you get to the top, you're just as
Let's
strong
be
as you
real.
were when you were at the
Yeah.
top of the last
but
number.
that's how, like, Destiny has
Like-
always been that game of like, honestly, your light level doesn't exactly matter as long as you break.
Well,
the-
once you
because
hit
you're
max,
just trying to hit
right? Once you hit
what
max,
it is to play the game. It's
right.
like,
Once you hit max of whatever that activity requires, it doesn't matter. So whatever level that is, which the raid is
and
usually
so many
shorter than
regular
max.
things in Destiny now, the level is just tweaked to whatever your power light is. Because you die and you see it says recommended power level, your exact number. It's like they already tweak the game, so essentially you're really the same kill ability of everything at light 1 or light 750. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is.
The only thing
they
light
say-
is the barrier for the next challenge you can go try and beat.
Correct, and then that's what you have to grind for, and then eventually the grind. And that's what I don't know. I don't know where the grind's going to come from on this one,
See,
because
the
like
grind
I don't
to
grind
me is gonna
seals.
come
I
from
grind
building
things
a
I can actually
character.
use. We'll see about that, how that works out, because they haven't done that very well at all. That's one thing they haven't done well since the beginning. But we'll see what they do about the grind, because the pinnacle weapons are gone. Now they're called ritual weapons, and they're here, and they exist.
Ritual weapon.
They exist, and they're just not what we thought they would be. Here's the Vanguard Edgewise machine gun. That looks dope. And machine guns they're not common, so I'm super stoked about this
I'm a
one.
big
But
fan of machine
apparently it's not gonna have a super dope perk on it, like the other ones did. Like for instance, the Wendigo grenade launcher would store your orbs, the orbs you were collecting, and then turn that into a round that was ultra powerful
Cool.
grenade.
Or like the
So
mountaintop
that's gonna be
that
gone.
shot
Mountaintop.
rockets.
Yeah, mountaintop. Okay,
It was a
Randy's
was a
throwing knife,
kinetic-
scout rifle. Randy's throwing knife. Like that would have been sweet as a pinnacle weapon to see what that really entailed. But now it's a ritual weapon. But we'll see what kind of perk it has on it, or what kind of combination of perks that maybe that's what it is. It's a combination of perks that no other gun can have. Who knows? We'll see. Exit strategy machine gun, submachine gun. Yeah, looks super dope. We'll see what's up with it. Like I said, we don't know. Okay, look, here we go. Here we go.
Rampage, kill,
Nerfed to the ground. Several pinnacle perks. So
Oh,
these are the
it's
pinnacle perks are going to be turned down. So look, it looks like these perks you're going to still be able to get on these weapons. The Rampage kill clip, Swashbuckler, multi-kill clip, Desperado, Surrounded, Master of Arms, and Onslaught are all going to be nerfed.
Bungie says that the perks will now use the same damage modifiers in PvE as they use in PvP, which will reduce the bonus damage they
Oh
provide
wow,
by
that's so
50%.
low. PvE modifiers are super low.
Yeah. What's up with these? Perks like Desperado, Onslaught, and Surrounded will also receive more targeted nerfs to their damage value. Okay, so I mean they're trying to nitpick their way to balance, but like
Then they're gonna introduce this new exotic hand cannon that's like gonna be able to just one-shot people's faces, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, here you go, new exotic hand cannon."
Hey, we're gonna nerf all this old shit so that even though you have it and want to use it, you don't want to use it anymore, and you're just gonna go for the new guns.
So the massive weapon balancing that is going to come to Destiny. So this is literally what they're trying to do, and then people are saying mad shit's becoming more obtainable and easier to get, this or that. So hopefully they're introducing something that's supposed to be on this, you know, hard to obtain. Maybe they're gonna go back to where the raids are super difficult and people aren't beating them in, you know, 5 hours and stuff like that. Who knows?
But man, remember when Last Wish came out and people didn't beat it the first day, and then the internet was fucking mad about
oh my god!
You made it impossible.
Yeah.
Why? Because you asked for impossible.
The culture's
we want
changing.
it to be beatable by everybody within a few hours.
Yeah, I feel that.
Blech.
Back to the moon, baby.
Look at that. Look at that. Cool shot. That's the Traveler right there, floating over the Earth.
Yeah. Let's just beat the shit down.
Can you feel
What's up, dude?
them?
Can't play videos through Steam or what?
I can still hear their
You got that
voices.
freeze happening?
Their
I think it's just
endless
Steam. The
torment
Steam player just
reshapes
can't
our
play it.
moon.
Can't handle full screen.
Nightmares now
And it won't
stalk
let me
the
find the
surface.
YouTubes.
Walking shadows,
It's on the YouTubes.
seeking vengeance.
Creatures of the night.
Our old fears, they rise again.
Get your rosary beads.
And in the dark below,
Space exorcist.
Those are space anal beads.
something wicked
Can't remember where I'm around my neck.
has awakened.
Hope you wear deodorant at least. Maybe some cologne. You know what? He's the one wearing anal beads around his
Bring
neck.
an end
I said
to this
Eris
suffering.
Morn. Had it.
One way
You were talking about her rosary, and I was saying they're anal beads.
or another.
That is the new exotic hand cannon, by the way, too. Or that's
That
her
last
rifle. She has an exotic rifle. But there's a lot of stuff. Also, Bungie apparently
Something wicked
released
has awakened.
some video with Trials gear in it,
Nightmares plague
and
our
everybody
galaxy.
caught it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that was a mistake. Trials isn't coming back, and that gear isn't available in Shadowkeep."
They're just doing that shit. This is definitely gonna be back.
No, it's not coming back yet, and it's not going to come back as Trials of the Osiris, almost for sure, is what they've
I'm
said.
gonna call it something
However-
new, so they can rebrand it because they changed it.
PvP changes coming as well, because all those exotic changes are going to change the guns. The Recluse, Mountaintop, all being changed. Those guns will still be available. That looks like hell in a handbasket on the screen. I think we're just maxing our capabilities out in our
Upload?
no, this is not an upload issue. This is a video
Bloop, 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 bloop,
CPU issue. Yeah, we need to upgrade some of the hardware around here in the Plug Gaming.
What are you talking about? That's just a trailer remix.
No, because our video is fine. That's how I can tell, and that video is not good. That means it's a bandwidth thing with the information, not our upload.
We're sharing a video remix.
Yeah,
We
it has to
swapped
do
all the
with
pixels
this,
around for you.
Going into this, going into. But yeah,
Ooh,
you know,
hearing
the
whispers, exotic remote.
Batcave needs some upgrades, which I think will be going down over the next week.
That'll be cool.
Hopefully, I actually got my motherboard back, so we'll be able to put this bitch into that bitch, and that bitch will become that bitch, and everybody's
then
gonna
this
be a
shit's
whole
gonna
lot
be
happier.
bitchin'.
Everybody's gonna be a whole lot happier. And we just got to get some
Sorry, Rocky, you have a
DDR4. We got to get some DDR4. We need Rock to get some DDR4 RAM for me on OfferUp for super cheap.
I was like, Rock's gonna play DDR for the stream.
I
So we
thought
can
you
get
doubled the
this
game. I was like, all right.
thing back in action and get my Ryzen build going.
Let's get DDR going in here.
And we could probably stream off of the Ryzen build real easily. So
Text me that so I'll know what to look for.
I'll text.
It's called Dance Dance Revolution.
I'll
It comes
text
with
it
the
to you,
mat.
bro. Okay,
We
well,
can lay it down right here.
I think we're going to end it on that note. Destiny 2, Shadowkeep, launching tomorrow, so that means next week, that's all we talking about.
Ready to play.
Oh, yeah, not to mention the PvP stuff. I wanted to say this, but I didn't. 3v3 elimination is back in the Crucible Labs. Also, I think all competitive is 3v3. Right? Isn't competitive?
Going
Yeah.
back to that?
I think all competitive. Oh, wait, no. They just changed the maps.
I think the quick,
And then there's
or maybe,
gonna be
like,
a
the quick play
3v3
stuff is the
playlist.
6, and then there's
That's not elimination. It's gonna be something else. 3v3, and then control will be its own playlist, and then that makes supremacy and all those other ones on a different playlist. So there are PvP changes, not the ones that everybody wanted. No trials, no stuff like that, and the weapon nerfs do not help the PvP cause. But
it could.
Some saucy, snappy, crispy snipes and some aping shotgunning is always fun.
And then there's
in
always
Destiny
a hand
2.
cannon.
So we're gonna be on that. We'll be back next week with it. You guys got anything to say?
Talk about no, I'm just playing. I like you guys, kind of.
That got weird. That got weird. Really, yeah, it got really weird there.
So we're gonna leave it on that.
And we'll see you guys in the next one next week, 6 to 8 p.m. Plug Gaming. Hit us on Instagram. Hit us on Twitter. Hit us on Facebook. Hit us up anytime, anywhere, but only for video games purposes, guys. Really, we just don't have enough time to talk about anything else. So.
Maybe if you're selling car insurance. I'm just kidding.
At Compton Hooligan, if you play
Sam needs really good car insurance, so we gotta get some sponsors.
I'm doing fine on mine.
VPN sponsors, some car insurance sponsors.
That was the topic today.
But all next week. We'll do that next week. All right. We out.
Peace.
Peace.